What's up, Lauren? Thanks for having the courage to drop your shop link there for a quick and dirty little shop review. Got to do the disclaimer. One, everything I say is obviously intended to be constructive, so don't think I'm just trying to, break you down and make you wish you didn't do anything Etsy related or anything like that. The intent is to, give you things that you can work on, right? It's the intention is to be good and constructive, right? Because I want to see everybody grow. I don't want to see you going in the wrong direction or anything like that. Could be a lot of positives too. There's always something good in everything we do. Over 100 products I can see already under the screen here that you've put work into your shop. Nothing I say is guaranteed to turn you into a millionaire tomorrow or make you all of a sudden start having sales tomorrow. It's all about the amount of work you put into your shop. At the end of the day, this is a business, and what matters most is what you do with that information and how you work on your shop day in and day out, right, to keep that momentum going once you got there. And 3, all of this is based on a combination of Etsy's best practices and what has worked for me. Again, my channel is called Jay's Way, not The Way, right? So there's more than one way to win. I am just providing you with ideas based on my personal experiences on what has worked and continues to work for me. What I will do is try to give you at least 2 or 3, actionable items that you can probably implement. It's Friday right now. Hopefully you can implement them by the end of the weekend. Without further ado, let's get my big fat head out of the way here. Okay, so first impressions, Teal Tortoise Designs. I see the teal, I see the tortoise. What is Teal Tortoise Designs? Quality apparel and gifts is what you're selling. That is not necessarily the message you want to maybe put out there. People aren't here to buy apparel and gifts. I mean, they are, but ultimately they're buying an emotion, right? So tell them what Teal Tortoise is. They're buying your story, what it is, why is it called this, what relevance does it have. When I see Teal Tortoise, right away I'm thinking like kind of oceanic, more along the teal-y vibe, and even right now my peripheral down here, I don't see anything teal-y or tortoisey sticking out. So maybe beachy. Let people know why you've chosen this name, right? It has to matter. It's got to be worth something. Quality apparel and gifts. Okay, your Teal Tortoise Designs. I like what you've done with the font so that it actually sticks out. It's legible even at this size, so that's good news. Welcome to Teal Tortoise Designs, where you'll find quality apparel and gifts for your family and friends. This is basically every shop on Etsy. This is all constructive, right? But you need to stand out. So every shop on Etsy is quote unquote quality apparel and gifts for all your family and friends. I'll be adding new items daily. That's good. This is a risk reward thing here, right? Where people are risking their time in your shop. So what is the reward? For them, you're going to tell them that new items are coming daily. Take it easy on yourself and say weekly or every few days, because if people are checking back literally every day and there's nothing there, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? Just want to see you win, so say weekly or something, right? Make it a tangible goal for you that you can kind of crush. And if you happen to put up stuff on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something, then great, you're definitely exceeding. And people that follow your shop, follow shop, they'll get alerted when you create a new item, right? It shows up in the bell updates here. So that said, welcome to Teal Tortoise Designs. Check back for new items weekly. If you're interested in a custom order, reach out for custom orders or something like that, right? Then you can have, everything else. But the idea is to capture their interest while this is closed, right? Great, having that stuff is there too. I haven't checked your listings, but hopefully you have run QR codes that people can check in your Etsy photos, right? You can get there's free, if you just Google QR code maker, you can drop the link, it'll spit out a QR code. You can kind of then use that, put it in one of your photos for your listings and stuff, right? So good news here is that we hover over this, I see videos, so that's good news, at least for a couple of them. That's a good one. Nice smile, nothing like bless mama, it looks wholesome, right? That's exactly what you're going for. Looks good. If you can crop this to show more of the mug, like you can't even see the full mug at any point in it, and it's kind of boring. Just gonna put that out there. At least with this, it's a shirt, you can see all of it, right? Yeah, you can crop this a little higher. You might lose a bit of her head, but at least you'll see the full mug. Let's look at Lauren, and what does she say about Lauren? Nothing. Okay, so tell people who you are, about you. People want to know, right? It's a chance to resonate, connect emotionally. People want to know who you are. So if we go down here, have you told your story? No, you have not. So you need to tell your story, update your about us. Tell people what inspired you to create Teal Tortoise Designs. It should be obvious in terms of your shop name as to what you're selling. It isn't, so you're definitely gonna, you've kind of given yourself an uphill battle. So use that bottom part about your shop to post some updates. Even if it's all POD, you can take a screenshot of your computer screen, or 3 or 4 screenshots and create kind of like a slideshow, which is ultimately a video at the end of the day. You can use Place It and stuff like that, or even Canva, you can do that in now. Shop sections, respect your customer's time, right? So again, you got, I've said this a bunch of times, but the average attention span on a page is very short. It's like 8 seconds. So if I've checked 3 sections by now, I've already wasted my 8 seconds, right? Before the customer will bounce, the person will bounce to the next page. So respect their time. Have more than 2 items in here. Coffee could be a niche, but coffee could go in teachers too, right? Or family works, but then you also have mom and dad. Are they not family, right? So you see what I'm saying? So you can condense that 40. Now you have 45 listings in family. That makes sense. You click here. Now you've got these. So these are just mugs. Click on mom. You got t-shirts, right? The goal is to click on family and be able to knock off gifts for everybody, right? And all of your items are being searched by predominantly people who identify as women between the ages of 18 and 35. That's the majority of Etsy shoppers, right? And they're buying gifts for not only themselves, but mostly for other people, to the tune of 86%. So you want to essentially have people go click on a section and then kind of have that the one-stop shop that resonates, right? So you got the right idea here by sections, by niche, but you condense these, man. Like Easter, you could put holidays, right? Then you got more than like 12 or 4 things to look at. That should make sense to you. Custom design, it looks cool. I would zoom in a little closer. It's kind of a trickier font to read, so I'd make sure that that's first and foremost like in your face. See your sales here. Okay, so by far, wildflowers, raising wildflowers. So do a few takes on these designs. The flowers are selling for your teacher stuff too. People are loving it. Colors, you can drop this down a bit. There are some colors you're not going to ever sell. Cost to deliver $4. I would raise your shipping price. If you're going to charge shipping, you can charge $5 or $6. No big deal to charge $5.95. People pay it. Okay, so looking at this, we got $18.40 and a $4, so that's $22.40. And I know after taxes, or I know not after taxes, but I know with Monster the bell-end canvas is $9.34 for the bell-end canvas and $4.75 shipping. Calculate. So your estimated profit. Okay, so you are making some money here. I was anticipating slightly less. That's still not a lot. I think you can get away with charging more, but that's also okay. And this tells you, success leaves clues, right? So it's in 10 baskets. People are liking this. So where is the matching? In your description, make another listing for the wildflower. You can link to it down here. There's also more listings that you can leverage keywords from. Color chart, that looks cool. Size chart is good. Although you have a onesie here, and I don't see a onesie size chart. Or baby bodysuit. Yeah, just make sure you have that in there too. Save yourself any potential grief, right? And since this is your best seller, or one of your top sellers, I would zoom in on this, maybe crop kind of like right here so you can see a bit of the jean, but you can definitely be able to see what this says because it's already hard to read. It's a busy design. Try putting it on a solid background too, like the light colors, the peach or whatever in there too, to have a little bit more contrast. And this one also, stick this, like zoom in on this one a little tighter like this, maybe even a little tighter, and put these two side by side up here. This whole row looks great, and then this looks a little lacking, right? You've got some darker backgrounds and stuff. This kind of has a vibe, and then the rest is kind of like a mishmash, it seems like. So get these up there to kind of interrupt that. Yeah, I mean, show off your best sellers, right? First and foremost. I like this. I think it's a little busy. It's a little overdone. Sometimes less is more. You can probably get rid of half the flowers on here. I think it'll look way better. It kind of gets lost. Make it a lot more simple. I like that you are recognizing that this is the popular kind of seller in your shop. So good news there. But yeah, declutter a little on your grace. The wildflowers, are selling regardless of what's on the shirt. Yeah, there you go. So they're selling regardless of whether it's religious or not. Put this one right up at the top too. Let people know, right? I would remove Christian from the shop section unless you have enough to fill it. I mean, last I checked, Easter was part of the Catholic religion anyway, right? You could easily put Easter in here and now you've got 14 items. See what I'm saying with that? So anyway, well past our 3 minutes here. So you got all kinds of stuff you can action probably this weekend. And I think it'll pan out well for you, right? You're obviously on to something, right? So let's just do more of what's working. Try to get the 5 stars. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks, Lauren. If any of you want to get your Etsy shop reviewed, come join my Facebook group. I'm going to be doing these probably once a week. We'll make a post in the group. It's Etsy Print on Demand. It's the largest Etsy group specific to print on demand. So come join that group and maybe we'll get yours done next week.